Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Rey Mysterio, who very likely is the best powerhouse you don't know about. It does take a lot of stuff, however, all of that stuff is available this month, so I think this is a good video to make. Um, so, Rey, he's available if you forego your 6-star gold loot pulls with the MLC tokens. Right here for 6-star. So if you don't have Rey, you can snag him there. His gear is available in the month-long midweek prize wall that I'm trying to find, but I think is above this one. It's one of potentially the better things in the gear, in this. I love the zombie moment at that price very, very much. After that, you have the Tuso, Sammy, and Rey gear all at the same price. Those would be the best three. The order you could argue about, I'm not here to do that. But those are the best three. The Cody one is pretty good too. Anyway, you can obtain everything for this month. So let's go and show you what Rey can do. I'm on the CC account. He is silver. So this will be doubled. The stuff that I'm using, you'll be able to straight double the damage. So we'll just go against Sammy. Poor Sammy. I pick on him so much these days. And I love Sammy. Should be right here if I was on the right tour. Backlash. So I think I recall last year when Cody came out, I said Rey was better. And barring a middle lane, this is still true. But you do need the gear. And a lot of people I don't think know how good he is at the gear. There's this moment, it's going to affect nothing here. It's a showdown moment, it's not good. That's not going to do anything for us, so we're good there. Moveset, I have two different movesets. This is my least favorite of the two, but still really good, pretty consistent, but a little... They're both somewhat board dependent, but not really. Anyway, all three black moves, and his gear, if you didn't know, starts him with 5 MP, so it's like a 5 MP trainer and 1 for his turn. So Rey starts with 6 MP. So these two would be loaded, this one wouldn't. Anyway, Grim Reaper Rana, 7 MP, 143k damage, choose 2 rows to make into multiply gems of Tring 14. Death from Above, deal 139k, make the middle row into blast gems, and then 667, deal 138k damage, make 7 blast gems into red. So with the gear, Priest gets you loaded everywhere, adds 1 to the multiply strength. We're going to use Sherry for 4 multiply strength. We're going to use Gunther for blue gems 30% and multiply gems 60%. And we're going to use Bailey, new Bailey, because she adds 30% to reds when we know we're getting some. Red is almost also his primary color, so hopefully we get a few multiply reds. That would be fantastic. For the strap, just to get some synergy, we know we're going to break those 7 reds, so we're going to get 10 black gems. And then I have the Queen's Tiara skill plate as well to add 50% to those black gems. Now, it is random what gems you're going to see on the board, so you could, if you wanted to double down with Gunther, you could use the Flaming Pyro Princess instead, and you could also use the Nightmare. Now, Nightmare's 100% to yellow, so that's kind of interesting, potentially better depending what happens. Yeah, anyway, let's run this, and I will show you guys. Keep in mind this is Silver Rey, so you're going to double the damage output that you see. It's super simple gameplay loop. It is Mherex proof. You're going to put a row here and a row here. You can see those are times 19s. The reds are 2.78 million. That would be over 5 million at gold. Black gems 2.4. Blue gems are 1.87. We have 3 reds, 1 black gem, 2 blues, some yellows. It should be a pretty good one. Now we're going to make the middle row into blasts. And then we're just going to blow it up. Only 1 loot box gem, so that's nice. And yes, you could use a drip plate with this, but I'm not going to. It certainly would add some damage to it. That's 28 million. So that would be 56 million reduced. That was reduced down, but 56 million at gold. super quick. This is 100% gem damage strap. Super quick, super safe, quite effective. I'm going to run it a couple times because there is variance depending on what gems show up. But it's very fast, and now I don't need to do so much talky talk. This one, we're going to get 4 red gems, 2 black, and looks like 1 blue. You could also use Chelsea for this. You could also use Brett for this in place of whatever you wanted. Brett would have been good this time with all those purple gems. In this one, we hit for good Cascade. 2 good Cascade. That was 32 million. That would have been 64 million. One more with this set, and then I'll show you the other set, which I think I actually like more. Because it's even faster, if you can believe that. But it is not perfect. Sort of. So this will happen. You don't like to see 2 loot box gems. We still get 2 red, 3 black, 2 blue, so it's not bad. But that will certainly happen when you sometimes get an excessive amount of loot box gems and they end up in the wrong spot. So this will probably be our lowest hit. So this is good. We've got some good variance. We got a normal, a high, and then very likely this is going to be low. Still 28 million reduced down. So still everything was over 55 million on all 3 of these would be at gold. So it's a really, really solid moveset. Yes, you could also use Leonardo Seth in place of like Gunther or Bailey. I think Bailey would be the one to keep. But yeah, there's a bunch of options there. Sherry, you could use Matt instead. It certainly will affect your damage some, but you could use Matt. So same exact trainers, but we are going to change the moves slightly. In fact, we're changing 2/3 of the moves, so I guess that's not slightly. We're going to use the head ghost pop. This is insurance policy if things go wrong, really wrong. Okay? But I don't plan on using it. I plan on using the springboard. Because this is 6 MP, it's loaded without any MP trainers because of the gear, so we can keep the exact same trainers. You probably get an idea what I'm going to do with this trainer setup. The finisher is only there to bail us out should things go horribly, horribly wrong. And maybe I'll show you what the finisher potentially can do even if things don't go wrong. So this board is extremely good. It's a board that I would like to see for sure. And it should hit very well with this setup. It's not the best board you can get, but what we're going to do is we're going to make a row break on the top row and get all of those multiplies. And then this will be a 5 match. But they're all the red multiplies, which are his biggest. So this should be fairly tasty. Let's find out. Actually, it didn't row break like I thought. I did a 5 match in there. I'm blind. But we still hit for 28 million. It would be 56. And that was without getting the row break. And also, you can see it's one less move to execute. And it should be very consistent with the reds, but again, board could potentially once in a blue moon mess you up. I'll run it a few times. When it's really good is when you get 2 reds on the side, so you can do 2 row breaks and catch all of the multiplies. That's when it hits very, very hard. So this would be what I would classify as not a great board, but which row do I want? We have some black gems up top, which would be pretty good. I think I'll take the top 2. And see what happens. Like this. Now we will get the row break on the top row. But less red gems this time. More black gems, and we may catch some of them with the... That was 30 million, so that would be 60 million. And we didn't get lucky with the Chuck 10 gems cascade. You can see it's very, very quick. Very quick. The fact that it doesn't take any MP trainers is awesome. The fact that it does take multiply trainers, not as awesome. But needing no true 4 MP trainers is a big, big advantage. Also think Cage steel cage rules. When there's no entourage, the fact that he has gear would help quite a bit. And there's other stuff you could run. You know, you could start with this, potentially load the finisher. Anyway, this should be pretty solid down here. I'm going to set the row break on the bottom row, catch the 2 black gems in the blue. Oh, even better. Look at that. That was 37 million, which would be 74 million at gold with just 2 moves. And you can see we haven't needed to use the finisher. I do feel confident in saying that he's probably the best powerhouse you don't know about. Some people know, so I'm not saying like that about everybody. Some people definitely know. And there's other things you could do with the triple black you saw if you had like a seance and things like that, where he hits even harder, but I don't like using that kind of stuff. So, and this is sort of like what you really want to see right here. The gem color's not the best, but this is 2 row breaks. And 1 is a loot box. So it may not hit harder than that 37 that we executed earlier because the colors aren't great, but that's the row break and what it looks like. 33 million. That would be 66. I'm kind of hoping to get a really poor one where there's very limited options, so I can show you guys that. But I think even a really poor one basically is going to do well over 50 with this setup. So maybe I'll just do like 1 more, and then I'll show you the finisher if we don't get a bad, or maybe I'll create a bad situation. Yeah, maybe like this, although it's not necessarily bad because you can, when you see a bunch of reds clustered, that's really nice too, because you can just drop your 3x3 in like this sort of way here and get all these nice connections of red. And that was 28 million for 56 at gold. And now the finisher. The finisher lets you be kind of picky, but you can only destroy 8 gems. But you can choose the 8 gems. So if you like really hated the board, or if for some reason they kicked out, you could use the finisher to recycle the next turn with this one, because it is going to get loaded. But let's just say we can't do that. We would take probably this column, or this row. That would give me 3 reds to pick from. And then I'd probably also take this one, giving me, since we're using Gunther, blues and black gems. And 1 more red, or 1 black's enough to reload that. I think actually let's go this one with more reds, like this kind of way. I should have hit this move first, but I kind of sidetracked myself. You could hit this. Boom. All right, finisher loaded. And now you can destroy 8. You could also potentially set up breaks with them, sort of thing as well. So there is that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to get 1 black, and the 2 blues would let this recycle easily. And you can see we did 34 million there. We did get some help with the Chuck 10 gems, but that's kind of Ray. And I mean, like, for a very old zombie, he certainly holds up with this kit. So really curious what you guys think. I know some of it is hard to obtain, but the gear is available there to get this month, as well as Ray. So yeah, I'm curious what you think. I do think Ray is probably the best powerhouse people don't know about, and this is why. So I was looking forward to making this video. So let me know what you think. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and good luck out there. Ray can absolutely get it done. He's a beast.